Hello, hello, hello.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Bizarre Buffet.
We love fun-filled things. We hope you're filled with fun.
Yeah, I mean, I am.
I am too.
Mark looks like he's filled with fun with his 3D glasses.
Yes,
It sure
Mama.
does. Ooh, what is
And
she doing?
I don't mean to call Mark out, but normally Mark changes his look.
He does.
And we just recorded an episode before this.
We sure did. The armadillo fucking car.
Yeah.
Coolest
And
shit ever.
Mark is
Great
wearing-
episode, Jen.
Very
Thanks.
good.
To that topic.
I did too.
The armadillo
So good.
car.
So exciting.
If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Yeah.
No.
But Mark is wearing the same shirt from the last.
Right.
Yeah. And
Well,
we discussed
recording.
it. And we discussed it before we recorded this.
And you mentioned
And he was like,
that-
no, I'm keeping it.
And
No, 'cause-
Mark mentioned, like, oh, I have a look.
Yeah.
I'm
I have
serving a
look.
look. I'm
So
serving
I'm
looks.
curious to know where you're taking us.
Yeah,
Taking us to the movies.
we're
I
good.
love
Dish.
the movies.
That's why I'm wearing 3D glasses. I feel very new wave.
Yeah.
You do. You
very.
look like
I
you
live for
belong in
that.
a Devo music video.
Yeah,
Yes.
Devo or
Whip it.
Whip it. Whip it good.
I'm just really horny for tonight. So
Yeah.
we're going to the movies.
We're going to the
Wow.
movies. Why don't we talk about what our, favorite movies are?
Well,
top three, because I know we like all the genres.
I know
and shit.
all three of us.
We love The Shining.
We love The Shining.
Yeah,
That's
we
like
do.
all
We
of
had
us.
this discussion.
We've had this discussion already. The Shining for sure.
My other one would definitely be Rosemary's Baby. I have a tattoo of it. Sorry. For those of you watching on YouTube, you probably can't see this, but maybe you can. Who knows? Also, New Nightmare, which is a Nightmare on Elm Street film, Freddy Krueger.
I love a good Tarantino movie. I love Pulp Fiction.
Yes, and I've never seen it.
You must.
I must. I agree. John Travolta, Scientology, so horny.
That was actually like considered his comeback. He was like just kind of like dying out. Like Pulp Fiction was his comeback movie.
Can you imagine having a ponytail and having that be your comeback?
And Samuel L. Jackson like being your fucking sidekick.
Absolutely.
And I love Goodfellas. Such a good movie.
Goodfellas is good. I'm more of a casino girl myself. I love a good Sharon Stone moment. She plays a great, everything. Hot mess.
Yeah, I know. Mark, what about you?
I love The Shining. I think it's like a perfect movie. Aside from The Shining, my other favorite movie is Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4.
Part 4 is
Part
great.
4 is my favorite. I happen to be wearing Nightmare on Elm Street 3D glasses too.
He does.
Just in
It
support.
says Freddy's dead on the side.
That's right.
I guess my other one to diversify so I'm not stuck in horror would be Kill Bill.
Another Tarantino classic.
Love
It
Kill
is.
Bill.
It
I
is.
have the Kill Bill sneakers that Uma
you
Thurman
really?
wears.
Yeah.
I remember my Uncle Mark taking me to see Kill Bill in the movies as like a young, probably 13, 14-year-old sitting there like, what the fuck is this? This is amazing. I have never seen anything like this. Like the amount of blood and guts that were in this movie. I was like, what the fuck? That was my newfound love for Quentin Tarantino.
Now that we're talking about movies and I'm wearing these 3D glasses that
They're
are
hurting my
impossible to
eyes.
Are you
see
going to be
out
able
of-
to read with these?
I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
All right. Today's topic is movies that are responsible for viewers' death.
What the fuck?
So I have a
Stop.
list of movies that literally
so
killed
hot.
people. So we're not talking about, like Brandon Lee getting killed on the set of The Crow or like
Right.
cursed movies because it's all kind of
Or Alec Baldwin.
yeah.
And Alec Baldwin, problematic.
Poor guy.
I know.
I stand with Alec Baldwin. Unpopular opinion.
Hey, I'll do it too.
The first movie that I want to talk about involves 3D glasses.
Okay.
Oh.
And that's why I'm also wearing the glasses to kind of pay homage
To
this.
the- okay.
All right. I don't follow superhero movies or any of that stuff.
No.
Girl, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't follow that shit. But there's this one, it's called Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I did not see it in 3D, though.
Yeah.
For everyone listening, I don't know what that is.
It's a Marvel movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally every fucking Marvel character you can imagine in one movie having a massive orgy.
Oh.
So hot.
There you go.
Okay.
During this massive orgy of Marvel folk, there happened to be a movie theater in India. A 43-year-old man, his name was Padapasupula.
Okay.
Okay.
Last name is Basha. So let's just call him Mr. Basha.
Okay.
Mr. Basha.
Sure.
India's going to hate me.
Hi, India. We do have some
listeners.
listeners.
We have some listeners.
Actually,
Yeah.
believe it or not, we have a pretty decent listener base in India.
I tried.
Great.
So he's
guys.
trying, India. We love you.
And I love the song Goli Mar. So Mr. Basha was discovered dead in one of the seats of the movie theater after screening of this Avengers Infinity
Oh
War
my God.
jazz. His death is unknown. It's most likely due to a heart attack.
Right.
Like
there
these-
was a lot of good looking men in that movie.
Oh,
maybe.
You had like Benedict Cumberbatch and Robert Downey Jr. and fucking Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, and the guy who plays Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Like literally every woman's wet dream on. Yeah.
Every woman, man,
Man, yeah.
they, them.
everyone's.
We're all inclusive.
We're here for everybody.
We are.
Well, apparently everybody that saw this Marvel movie was really not happy about the movie because I guess some of the characters
Yeah, they pretty much all died.
killed off.
Sorry for the spoiler.
Damn.
And therefore, because they were killed off in this universe, now they're no longer going to be part of the franchise.
Oh.
Like for the 300 other sequels they're going to make for these.
Oh, well, I
god-awful
could see the
movies.
disappointment in that, I guess, if you're
But then
really
they had another
committed.
one, Endgame, that came out fucking after it. So
Like I said, it was unclear how he died, and it was also unclear as to when he died.
during the movie,
During the
because it's
movie.
like almost like a fucking 4-hour movie.
Oh, shit.
I would have killed myself. I would have.
Probably.
Maybe he
myself.
did.
Maybe
Oh,
he
sorry.
did.
Yeah, no, I don't. Maybe because
You
it
never
was
know.
apparently that bad. But he was watching the movie alone, and it should also be noted that no one really knows if it was like a natural death or if his death was because of his
Reaction
emotional
to the movie.
Yeah, his emotional reaction or response to the movie.
Wow.
The movie is kind of like an iCloud of like, who did it?
Yeah, who did
Yeah.
that?
His body was found in the theater
Aw.
by staff who just assumed that, he was sitting through the closing credits.
And like took a nap or something.
Yeah.
Fell asleep.
The
I
credits.
fell asleep during it.
Reasonable.
I can't fall asleep at the movies.
Oh, I can.
I can't. But after the credits were over, he was still sitting there. The staff was like, hello, sir.
Yeah. Hi, did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah. And it wasn't until they removed his 3D glasses that he knew that he was dead.
Oh, well, that's very grim.
No one in the theater heard him struggle. So people are saying that at least his death was probably peaceful.
I would hope
And
so.
this was reported in the Times of India. So that's where I got this information from.
Great.
Hi, Times of India. You
All
should
right.
put an ad in there for us.
You should.
Yeah.
At no cost. Thank
Sponsor
you.
us.
Sponsor us.
So guys, don't watch the Avengers Infinity War with 3D glasses.
Yeah, don't do
I
it.
Curse.
can't do 3D glasses. They get me nauseous.
Yeah.
know.
I mean,
Really.
Especially for like that long.
well, even for me, like looking at Mark's 3D glasses, like it's even like fucking with me just like looking at the two colors next to each other.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not my beauty.
Oh, well, that
Like
too.
it's very hard for me to sit through a 3D movie like that.
Yeah. I feel like whenever I see a 3D movie, maybe it's something with my eyes, but I never really get the effects.
It's crappy.
Yeah, like I never really get what it is that they're trying to achieve.
Yeah. It's kind of like looking at a Viewmaster.
Yeah.
With a headache. Side note, I did see Titanic in 3D.
I saw Avatar in 3D. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's the next one.
Oh, Jen! Jen,
Yes,
fortune
don't-
teller.
Don't watch Avatar because Avatar can kill you.
Avatar can kill you.
Yeah. So
Oh my god, but the ride in Disney, like the Disney Avatar ride, was so fucking cool.
watch someone die on that ride this week.
Stop.
Because
No.
we brought it up.
You heard
Oh
it
my
here
God.
first.
Don't ride Avatar.
Don't do it.
So yeah, I've never seen the movie, but all I know is that there's a bunch of blue people and it's highly computerized.
Yeah, but it's
One.
really cool. It's visually striking. I think for like the art major, I think you would really actually enjoy the cinematography.
Is that a James Cameron movie?
It was.
Jim Cameron.
Jim Cameron.
It won like every kind of award.
It did.
or
It was
something.
nominated for best film, but it did not win that year. I forgot what won that year.
Oh, I
but
thought it did. No, oh, I don't know. You would know better than I would.
definitely won for like
Best blue people.
Sigourney Weaver was
movie.
in it.
Sigourney
she's-
Weaver.
She's a patron saint.
We love her in
She
this
was
house.
in it. It really was a good movie. I wouldn't sit through it 3D again. I
Yeah.
just couldn't.
Well, neither will this 42-year-old Taiwanese man who
Oh no.
went to see it in 3D while wearing the 3D glasses. Unfortunately, during the movie, he had a cardiac stroke. because I guess the sensory overload of the movie was too much for him. After his stroke, he actually passed away 11 days later, but it was because of that.
Oh, wow. Why are these
And
3D glasses killing people?
was there like scientific proof that it was from the actual movie?
No.
Oh.
There isn't. They could conclude that there was some sort of kind of like, I would imagine if you have like epilepsy maybe and you see a strobe, it could channel something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe something with the effects and the 3D glasses.
Yeah.
Went crazy town on him,
Crazy
poor guy.
town.
But unfortunately, yes, this man did die from watching it.
That's a shame. Jim Cameron, murderer.
You want to hear another movie that killed
Hell yeah.
someone?
Yeah.
Grab your rosaries because this one is The Passion of the Christ.
I've actually never seen that movie.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's such a horny film.
Hey, Mel Gibson.
Hey, Mel Gibson.
He's an asshole.
He is
Oh,
an
yeah.
asshole.
He's terrible.
I remember there was a lot of controversy with that movie when it came out.
Yeah, all of the horny Catholics had, I don't know, big
I heard
issue.
it's very disturbing and like graphically disturbing.
Can I tell you something funny about The Passion?
Yeah.
It was on Tubi. I would put it on in the last place that we lived at to fall asleep to. It was
And
kind of
don't tell me
atmospheric.
you like woke up in the middle of the night to the Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And there would be some like sexy whipping scene. And oh my God, all of these like ripped men with just perfect skin. And just so like, oh my God. I was like, damn. Okay. Mel Gibson.
Damn,
Well,
girl, chill.
I'm dramatizing, obviously. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
have to like reenact The Last Supper to get him.
Oh my God, don't even start
All
with
hot.
me. Ooh, Last Supper?
Well, for this woman, it happened to be the last movie.
Oh,
Oh God, that's so terrible. Yeah. Well, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. Okay.
Sorry.
Listen, I'm
listen.
torturing myself by wearing 3D glasses and conducting an
listen,
episode.
Anyone who listens to us, you should know that like this is just what we do.
It's out of love.
If you listen to us, this is probably part of the reason why you do.
Yeah, it's out of
Exactly,
love.
because you love us.
Because you love us. Hi.
Hi.
Mel Gibson.
I guess the one cool thing about the movie was that it was kind of gory and over the top.
Yeah.
Well, during one of the screenings in 2006, 56-year-old Peggy Scott suffered from a heart attack during the crucifixion scene and passed away.
Oh my God.
Now, a month after this happened, the same thing happened again, but this time it was to a 43-year-old Brazilian pastor who died in front of his whole entire congregation.
Oh my
While
God.
watching The Passion of the Christ?
No.
Yeah.
Or was it while watching The Passion of the Christ, or was it like him like giving like a, what do you call it, sermon or whatever?
There's, one of those
Well, I was thinking-
wafers.
I was just picturing him at the altar like giving a speech and then just
Having a heart attack?
yeah.
Just like a
What I
prayer.
think,
I'll take
it's one
you
of
there.
two things. Either I think one, they all went on like a church field trip to the theater to see
Okay.
it. Or number two, I feel like churches probably would acquire the movie and like play it at church.
Wow.
Or like Catholic schools
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Listen, with the whole Jesus movie, I think people need to chill. We all know what happens
Yes.
at the
Yeah.
end.
We do.
It's like you're not watching the adventures of Jesus in heaven.
But
It's
isn't it like in
Passions
another
of the
language
Christ.
too?
Yeah, I think it's in.
It's like the whole film is
Latin.
in another language,
What's
right?
it's the
Latin.
It's the language of Jesus.
Aramaic.
Maybe I'll make Jerry watch it with me on a date night one night.
Normally,
That'd
I
be
would
so
know this.
cute.
We usually
Be prepared
sit, we watch
you know.
some really bizarre movies together and it's fun.
I love it.
And then we'd like sit there and we're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I mean, Passion's worthy. I think you should go for it.
Well, I remember when the movie Titanic came out. When the movie came out, me and my parents saw it in the movie theater.
I saw the movie theaters.
Yeah.
And the film broke, and everyone in the
remember
theater was like, "Oh, come on!" ah," right? And my dad got up and he was like, "Everyone, calm down. It's like we all know what happens at
We
the
all
end.
know.
The ship's going to sink." You know, we're gonna jump to another movie. This one, it's a more obscure film. It's called The Creeping Unknown.
Okay.
This time, death struck at the cinema upon a 9-year-old boy who, I know, he attended a test screening of this movie called The Creeping Unknown. The Creeping Unknown is a 1955 sci-fi horror film. It's also known as the Quartermass Experiment, which is like a stupid ass name.
Yeah, less popular title for sure.
Yeah. The film is basically an astronaut returns to Earth after this like experimental space flight where a bizarre fungus transformed him into a murderous monster.
Oh, sounds like the Blob or
Yeah.
the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Very
he is
much
so
in that
cute.
element.
Okay.
Yeah.
100%. Well, during a test screening, a 9-year-old boy was so frightened during the movie that one of his arteries ruptured and he died.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
People need.
What the fuck?
But it makes me think, like, was he just that scared, or do you think he had a problem beforehand, before
could
going
have.
to the movie?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
We
Weird.
went from horror. Now we're going to go into comedy.
Oh, stop it.
Stop.
So there's this movie. I've heard of it a million times. I've never seen it before, but I know it's like an indie classic. It's called A Fish Called Wanda.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I've
With
never
John
seen it.
Cleese.
Fucking, ooh.
Fucking,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline. It's like all the Monty Python crew.
All of them in
Yeah.
one film, in one Wanda.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen it, but I just remember when I was like
I know the
younger
movie.
and we got
I've seen it, yeah.
we got cable TV. It was
Really?
always on IFC.
Someone fucking died watching Fish Called Wanda?
Yeah, I know someone did. Anyone listening and who's like me that's never seen it before, the synopsis is basically it's from 1988. It's about a gang of diamond thieves who double cross one another to find like stolen diamonds that were hidden from the gang leader. The film has a lot of these like mega superstars, like we mentioned, like Jamie Lee Curtis, John Cleese,
Kevin Kline,
Kevin Kline.
and the rest of the Monty Python crew.
All of them. And Monty.
Well,
There was
guys-
no Monty, but okay.
You know, I'm ad-libbing.
And Monty.
Monty.
well, if you guys want to laugh yourselves to death,
Waiting.
you can to this. The film was so funny that Danish audiologist, his name was Ole Benson, he died laughing at the movie.
Oh, really brings a new meaning to that term.
Yeah.
And dying of laughter.
dying of laughter.
Once a day, I think
We're
usually.
dying of laughter.
Yeah, in text message.
Yeah, most certainly
Dying.
are. Yeah, many reasons.
Yes.
Well, the scene that apparently he found so funny was, I guess, different characters were shoving French fries up each other's noses because it's just so funny.
I mean, it's,
don't
it's
really-
funny, not dying over
Yeah.
funny.
So we're going to go to the next movie. This one is
Okay.
a really good horror movie. Well, it's not like The Shining, but it's called The Conjuring Part 2.
Okay.
I love the Conjuring
Weren't we
films.
supposed to go stay there?
Yes, and I still want us to. No one gives me a concrete answer when I ask this question.
I said that as long as Gonk comes with us.
Oh, well, Gonk will come.
Gonk would have to come with us. I'm not going unless Gonk comes.
I know.
Oh,
We want to go to
please.
the Conjuring house.
And do
We
an
do.
episode from the Conjuring house.
We do. Oh, I think it was recently sold, so I don't know if it's still going to be rented out. We may have missed the boat, but we can still stay at the Lizzie Borden house.
We can. We can. Down now.
The Conjuring Part 2. So some parts of this movie I actually think are creepy. Like when the nun is in the hallway and she has like...
There's a portrait, and she
portrait.
runs towards Vera Farmiga.
Yeah.
Mira.
Yeah.
The
One
nun
of-
was like, "Rah,
Yeah.
read!"
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus.
That part was scary.
It was.
It's interesting because the Nun movie was just like horrendous. So apparently this movie was so scary that the 65-year-old man named Tamil Nadu collapsed and died while watching the movie. Now,
Wow.
What the fuck?
I know.
I cannot pinpoint the scene or the part of the movie where it happened, but I'm guessing it was the part where like the nun was like, "Ah!" with
Yeah,
that picture.
picture, and she runs towards that poor woman.
What the fuck?
I know.
No, I would have shit. I would have shit. This person died. Oh, also a few years ago, I got dragged to one of those like Halloween haunted house things that you walk through
Yeah.
and people, and
Hey,
someone
right, scare me.
was dressed up like the nun, but on a hoverboard and chased after you. And I just like,
I want to do that.
and it chased after me, and I was like, "You go, girl!"
I know. My next career change in life, I want to work at a haunted house and chase people on hoverboards.
I want you to.
All right, cool. We're going to do it together.
Yes.
All right. That's what we're doing.
But while we're on this topic of The Conjuring Part 2 and this man's death, do you want to hear something that is another layer of bizarre
What?
about this death?
Yes.
When his body was being transported to the hospital,
Oh, God.
Oh shit.
the driver disappeared with the body. They
No.
never went to the hospital.
So Tamil Nadu is nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. So
Tamil!
He died during watching the Conjuring Part Two.
Tamil Nadu, where are you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And when they picked up his body to transport him to the hospital, he never arrived, and no one heard anything from the driver.
The driver disappeared too?
Yeah.
Like permanently?
Yeah.
Like disappeared?
Disappeared with the corpse.
Jesus Christ.
You're on a wacky adventure. It's like Scooby-Doo.
It's not
Tamil,
weird.
Tamil Nadu, where are you?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
No, but Tamil Nadu, where are you?
Good job, Jen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Next movie, and this is a blast from the past because we covered this, but Jaws.
Oh my God. Madawan shark attack.
Yeah, in a previous episode. So in a past episode, we covered the Madawan shark attacks, which is what inspired the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
As a nod to this episode, I thought I would just bring up this brief point. When Jaws was in the movie theater, there was someone sitting in the front row in the middle of the movie during one of the shark attacks. They completely collapsed and went cold.
What the fuck?
There was
They
there was
collapse.
literally, and there
It's
was
a fucking prop.
I know, but they didn't, have sharks back in the 70s.
Sharks didn't exist back
Sharks were
then.
not a thing.
Sharks didn't swim in the lake.
No, not at all.
Yes, the person died in the middle of the movie, and
Oh.
a bunch of doctors happened to be in the audience.
For what reason? Just
guess
that by
for-
coincidence.
Just in case if the shark comes out of the screen
Oh, that makes sense.
and eats you. But
Shark
the
tank.
the doctor people that were there, they did their best to save this person's life, but they did not.
Did somebody disappear with her as well?
No, I don't think so.
I'm
would hope not.
still stuck on Tamil.
This is the last one. This movie is really cool. It's very obscure. I love this movie. You could do an episode on this film, and I think down the line, I probably will.
Okay.
The last movie we're going to talk about, it's called Freaks. It was filmed in 1932.
Okay.
It really inspired one of the seasons of American Horror Story.
Which
Freak
season?
Show.
Freak
Freak
show.
Show.
Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
Honestly, I have not seen the movie Freaks yet, so like
I've never seen it either. Are we gonna have a movie night?
We should.
It's really good. And by inspired, I mean American Horror Story completely bit off of Freaks.
Yeah, I could see.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
The premise is it's about a trapeze artist who learns that the circus, and I'm going to put this in air quotes, midget, or we're going to say little person because that's like the proper
Exactly.
thing to say.
yes.
But in those times, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Not me, so don't come for me.
No, this, like I've said before, there are certain things that you have to describe in the context of which you were
Yeah.
written from the time. It's not
So-
our preferred word.
So this trapeze artist learns that one of the little people that's part of the circus freak show has a huge inheritance.
Oh, I thought
I
you were
thought
going
you
to
were
say
gonna say
something.
something else.
Wow.
James.
Jinx, oh my God.
Hey, you never know.
Hey, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Uh-huh.
So this trapeze artist who is tall, skinny, beautiful blonde woman, able-bodied. She's simply there to be a trapeze artist. She's not deformed or part of this freak show.
Yeah.
Basically, like I said, she finds out that he has this big financial inheritance. She ends up pretending to be in love with him
No.
so she can marry him and
No.
steal his fortune.
No.
Yeah.
I hate stuff like that.
And then
So
she
do
was
I.
also in a relationship with the strong man, who is just the strong, good-looking man.
so
that
it's
was part of the
literally like
circus.
Freak Show by Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Word gets out, like the other freaks in the freak show, they all see through her and they're like, she's full of shit. She's after his money and she's exploiting one of her own kind.
Oh,
And they know that they're scam artists.
good.
What really makes this movie special and unique is that at the time they actually used people with these deformities to be in the film, which was really unheard of at that time,
I'm sure.
especially in the 30s. We're talking Great Depression,
Right.
Standing in line for a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Some of these sorts of people included Siamese twins, a human skeleton, and a living torso, which was a man without any limbs
Oh my
who
God.
suffered from tetraamelia syndrome. And there's other people with these different traits and abnormalities. that are part of this freak show in the movie Freaks. How does this go back onto topic with people dying? This movie was apparently so shocking that a pregnant woman who was at a test screening had a miscarriage
Oh my
while
God.
viewing the movie.
Did she die?
No, but her, I guess, embryo blob
That's
did.
so sad.
Oh, I mean,
I will say this, though. This is my opinion. I'm going to call bullshit on
Yeah.
this. I think she was like a Karen of the 1930s.
probably.
That movie probably rocked her world
Yeah.
or her vagina, and she
she's
had a
turned on.
miscarriage. But I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
ridiculous. And it wasn't really proven that the movie caused the miscarriage, but that was what she claimed.
Yeah. It's like when The Exorcist came out and they had all the footage of the people leaving the theater, like, I threw up, I passed out, I fainted.
Yeah.
I fainted. I don't know if anybody died watching that one, but that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Wow.
you would like to get an abortion and you can't because you live in Texas, just watch the movie Freaks.
Oh, we see you, Texas.
We see you, fucking Texas.
Hi to our listeners who are regular good people, but also fuck the ones who aren't.
Yeah,
So,
fuck you.
all you Texans out there, watch Freaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That concludes the Death by Cinema.
I love that.
Yeah, that was really out of the box. I really enjoyed this episode.
Oh, we're just getting more and more
Out
wild
of the
here.
VHS box.
Oh,
But rest in peace to everyone.
Yes.
yes,
That was
absolutely.
involved.
Especially
Yes.
Tamil, who we never found.
Yeah.
Tamil, I don't know what that man did. I'm sorry.
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. This one's for you. Mm-hmm. Pour it out for my homie. Yeah, there you go. As always, kids, thank you for joining us here at Bizarre Buffet.
Always.
We truly love infiltrating you and your ears and your world. So, with that being said, go to our Patreon, support Jen, Mark, other Mark, me, Mark. Hi.
We're
And
working girls here.
We are. We are. Helps a great deal. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, bizarrebuffet.com, where you can pretty much see, all the same things, but sometimes there's some things that are a
And
little
we're
bit
on
different.
YouTube.
We are. Hi, YouTube.
Hello, as we
Hi.
wave to you.
And with that being said, I am Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ.
I'm Tamil Nadu.
I love that.
And I'm the nun from the Conjuring Part 2.
Oh my God, what a great
Oh,
group.
such a great group.
Oh my God, I want to go to the movies with all three of us. Damn.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Mel Gibson.